All right, once again, it's a couple of cold ones with Korey and, well, everybody except Leon and Carlisle.
Yeah, so basically it's Cyrus stuck here with the second tier, the help.
Hey.
I feel like I walked in while they were cleaning the studio.
we got co-host.
Hello.
The co-host 3000, and we even got Edie right here.
Yes, hello everyone.
So who's the cleanup? Is that who Edie is?
No, that would be you.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever met Edie.
That's why we got the Mexican in here. So she can
Edie, you're Mexican?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
You know, people ask me about this. I'm Hispanic.
What's the difference?
I thought you were.
There is a big difference.
I thought you were Eskimo.
Really want to go into this? Hey, robot, shut up.
You were here because people asked for you to be here, and you wanted to be here. Co-host is here just because he's
plugged him in.
He's in the room.
Right.
Yeah.
Is your family from Mexico at some point? Does it go to
Now,
Mexico?
3/4 of my family is from Spain, actually,
What about 1/4?
and 1/4 is from Mexico.
Yeah,
Yes.
Shut up, you're a Mexican.
So I'm Hispanic. It's a
And where are you-
combination of both of them.
And where are you from?
I'm from America.
The Americas? Never heard of it.
I don't care if you're from Brazil, you're from Spain, you're from wherever, you're still Mexican.
No.
I just
oh
make
my
it-
God,
look,
you're going to offend a lot of people.
I know.
With that.
I didn't say
They
that.
know
y'all.
I don't
That's like
mean it.
calling a
I
Puerto
know.
Rican a Mexican or someone from
That's
the
hey
Dominican
y'all.
Republic.
That's them. That's
Mexican.
People call me racist.
I have the same
You jerk.
I have the same problems with you, Edie, that
I
Korey
know.
has. I just express them differently. He
Hey.
can't sleep with you, so he keeps trying to batter down that door.
I
No,
know.
hey,
and I
y'all.
just make fun of him.
Hey, look! It's El Gringo over here talking like this. I play the
The
safe
only
route.
the only white man in the room.
Exactly. We got black, brown, and silver right here, and then we got the white man.
Then we got the white man in the corner.
So I make
He's
it
the
easy.
man.
I tell you what I call you. I make it easy. I call you caramel.
Don't be oppressing the minority over here, people,
Hey, I
okay?
know. This
Edie.
time you
Pressing
actually
my
are the
people.
minority.
So
Edie,
let me-
do you
let
know
me-
how to make tacos?
Okay, stop. Let me just go ahead and clear up
You know,
what this is.
I'm going to open up that little
Hey,
robot
Edie.
of yours and make you
Edie, shut up.
make
All
some
right, be
tamales
quiet,
or
be
something.
quiet. I'm trying to do something here. If you don't know what this is just a bullshit session. Pretty much, just every week. Well, usually it's Carlisle and I. We get together and it's just him and I because we do it so late. But he's not in this week, so everybody said, hey, you should get this person to do it. You should get co-host. You should get Cyrus. Hey, get Edie to do it. Get Leon. So I just said, fuck it. I'm going to get everybody. And Leon couldn't make it. So I got everybody else.
How does he luck out not being here and I have to be here?
Because you were in the room. That's why you were stuck here.
Well, can't you guys do it like somewhere else?
Believe me, if I could get rid of you and not have you here, I would. So just deal with it, man. You're stuck here. People ask for you.
I can't ever read my comics in peace.
And the thing is, I try to unplug you sometimes, and you still won't shut off. I
I
don't
know
what's
you
going
keep
on.
touching that special spot of mine. You need to stop doing that.
So now here's what we do. We usually start out. Okay, are y'all ready for what we do here?
Sure.
Every week we
I was
start
programmed
out-
ready, buddy.
Shut up. Every year we start out. Every year.
We've been doing this for much longer than we let you spill, listeners.
Korey
find
had
out about.
too many of that one beer.
Yeah, exactly. The cold ones mean that we drink beer.
Sip on
here.
that.
So
The truth is, we have a whole nother website, like a secret family, right? And we don't want you guys to know about it. We don't want you to be hurt.
No, we drink beer while we're doing this just so we can cool out. At least that's what Carlisle and I like to do. With Cyrus, him and I are drinking. We got a little bit of oil and lube for the co-host here, and I'm just trying to get Edie drunk as usual. So I can,
I think we got her some oil and lube as well, right?
yeah, I got
Right,
yeah.
fellas?
Oh my God.
You
So
like
this
that,
is what
Edie?
it's like to be part of the boys' club.
Put that on your taco.
Oh, man.
Don't censor that,
I
Korey.
don't
Don't
know
censor
what to
that.
think about that.
I'm quick, buddy. I'm quick.
You guys are awful, man.
I'm a robot.
I love it. I like the way you think, my man.
And he comes
Did
with
you program
special
him that
attachments.
way?
Nobody programs me except me.
Okay,
That's
so
not entirely true.
by the way, if you hear a little bit of an echo, the neighbor finally ran us down. We're in the spilled basement right now because we had to get out from the upper room. And in case you didn't know, we keep the co-host down here in the basement for good reasons.
Thanks a lot, jerk.
So
We got into your room.
Yeah, exactly. Now deal with it. So here we are with the top 5 for this week. All right, so coming in at number 5, we got Jumper, which has been the top 5 for the last 2 weeks now. The movie's actually doing pretty well. For a movie that everybody says sucked.
Everybody but us.
But everybody else, yeah, we're the dumb ones.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because they promoted the hell out of it.
There's a lot of
Everywhere
people
you
out there
look,
that
Fox,
sucks.
No, Fox had it on everything. They had it on American Idol. They had it on, everything. You see this little guy jumping in and out of everything.
That's what I mentioned. Yeah, you're watching a commercial like Hayden Christensen coming out your Cheerios and shit. It's like, damn, what you doing teleporting here? So, I mean, the thing when we watched this movie, you and I said it's not that bad, and it really it's not that bad.
Well, we
man.
hadn't seen the critic review yet, so we had no idea what other people were going to think. We didn't know there was going to be this massive, like, snooty disapproval that there was of it. And we walked out going, it's no classic, but it's a lot of fun. I had fun with it. I would watch it again and not complain.
I went in knowing it was going to be stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you need to do. I mean, the dude he looks at a picture on the wall of the Eiffel Tower and he can teleport to the Eiffel Tower. How dumb do you think this shit is going to be before you go in there? I mean, come on.
He goes to the Eiffel Tower. Can he open up like a Hustler or a Penthouse and do something useful?
We already covered that. And
I'll cover it again.
when we figured like by the time you get there, like you look at a penthouse and you zap into that place where the chick is, you're gonna be in a puddle of sperm or something. So that ain't gonna
you don't
work.
want to go too far with this. He doesn't have that much memory space as it is, and I guarantee you about 80% of it's devoted to that concept
Exactly.
right now.
Well,
Hey, why don't you teleport yourself into one of those over 40 magazines or something? All right, get out of my face.
You know, you're right, Cyrus. Why am I even up here talking to him about this shit? It doesn't even make any sense. Okay, going to number 4, we have the other bouillon girl.
Bouillon now,
bouillon.
man. I'd totally,
Chicken bouillon.
I would totally eat a soup made out of her.
Oh
just
man,
tell you what.
that has what those girls in there? Natalie
Natalie
Portman.
Portman, who's the acting like, wow, she's so good in this. I mean, she's real cute. But then Scarlett Johansson looking good like she always does.
And you know that.
Said, damn.
Damn.
I mean, it doesn't matter what she does at this point for me. I'm just like Scarlett Johansson in the story of Pooh. And I'd be like, I'm going to go see that shit.
I thought for sure you'd be more of a Natalie Portman guy.
No, I love Natalie Portman.
You're
but
the whole Star Wars guy, so.
I
the
figured he'd
prequels?
be more into C-3PO than
The
any
prequels
girl.
can burn in hell. And so can George Lucas. Screw him.
This movie,
Nice.
the other Bouillon girl. Am I saying that right?
Bolin.
Bouillon?
The other
Bouillon.
the Bouillon girl.
Bouillon.
The other Bolin girl. Now let's look at it. Let's look at it very matter of fact. This is a period piece. It's people walking around. It's about King Henry VIII, and everybody walking around. Oh, sir, no,
I'm already
please."
bored.
Exactly. Now, see, men in the country, they went to go see this movie because of Natalie Portman and Scarlett Johansson. That's why that movie's in the top 5. It
Now,
ain't
do
about
they make
culture.
out?
That's what everybody thinks.
I don't know where that came from other than Leon. I looked for a story that says they make out in it. There's no such story.
There is
okay?
no story about that. It's just men like us are thinking that. We're projecting.
You want to see that movie. I mean, I totally hear you. I would pay top dollar to go see that movie.
I wouldn't. I'd download it for free.
Like you always do that. You ain't surprising us. Yeah, okay.
Besides, you can't have a private moment in the theater.
You want to watch Edie?
You're always talking about watching porn. You ain't got a dingling insight to do anything with.
What you
doing?
worry about what I got?
You don't even have arms, much less a dick.
I don't need arms. I got imagination, brother.
And it just
I
squirts
don't know what
out.
the hell you doing. So
He's
squirting
a
your hair.
positive role
Nice
model for
conditioner.
quadriplegics, apparently. Over
yeah,
here.
exactly. So we know why people made that movie number 4 in the top 5. It's not because we're culture. It's because people want to see these two girls
People
make
are
out.
stupid.
It actually was a really good movie, but that's neither here nor there.
I'm
Exactly.
surprised that you liked a period piece.
He didn't see it.
I like a piece of something from them girls. But
God knows he's always on his period. You like that, Edie?
He's gotten a few pieces from girls on their period. So
oh, come on. Hey,
did you hear my joke?
Childish. I thought having y'all here was going to be like a little more culture, but it's
See,
like,
no, I'm the only one.
Edie, I'm so, please, forgive the man here.
I do.
We have a lady
okay.
here. Please.
Oh, it's
Corey's like a
okay.
hockey team.
Don't
in
worry
Detroit.
about me, I'm
He's
a
got his
robot.
Red Wings.
It's like I'm one of the guys sometimes. You guys could do whatever. Be the boys club.
I hope you're not one of the guys.
You're a guy.
No, I'm not
my
one of the.
God.
I'm not a guy.
'cause I tell
I'm
you,
like
Edie.
one of the guys tonight. See, I even have a beer.
Because, Edie, you know what? You're going to drop them draws one day for me, and I hope you ain't like one of the guys when it comes to
No, this is not the crying game.
Another one
okay.
screaming out of the building.
Okay, so let's go to number 3, and that is the Spiderwick Chronicles, which is held to number 3 for the last 3 weeks. That movie ain't gone nowhere.
That movie's out.
Right? I know. I remember seeing the trailer at one point. I was like, oh, that looks like it could be in.
It looks-
And it was suddenly, it's playing. Yeah, the
It's
only
the-
person who saw it was Carlisle. And he's like, oh, wow, man. It's like, oh, yeah, it's genius, let me tell you.
Oh, why? Because it had some
Genius.
elves in it. It's genius.
And, all of us, we love Carlisle, don't we? We love Carlisle.
course,
But I
of
would
course.
never go see
Yeah,
a movie
on
because he
Saturdays.
liked it.
Oh no, I love Carlisle too, but I got to tell you, that guy has pretty much, this is how I judge movies. Did Carlisle see it? I ain't going.
Or did Carlisle like it?
Yeah,
I ain't going.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
he hated it? Okay.
Oh yeah, if he liked it, no, not me. It has to be about 90% of the rest of the world that agrees with him before I go do what he says.
Yeah, pretty much.
So let's go to number 2. Excuse me, this is that beer boy kicking in. Which is Vantage Point, a movie that has done well, especially for a film that I thought was ridiculously stupid. I mean, it's been number 2 for the last 2 weeks, so whatever, man. Hey, a lot of people.
Big stars in this, though. I mean, and right now you got to remember, Lost, one of the biggest TV shows there is, and this is one of the big movie starring role for what's his face, the guy who plays Jack on that show.
Matthew Fox.
Yeah, Matthew Fox. You know,
Yeah,
even though strangely enough, the trailer, the advertising isn't really focusing on him that much.
It's a lot of stars, and there's Randy Quaid, Forrest Whitaker, and
Dennis
Quaid. No, not the Ugly Brother. that's the troll.
Hey, he saved the world. Okay, don't you forget.
Oh,
it.
what, an Independence Day?
Hell yeah.
If all you kids out there, you probably recognize Dennis Quaid. Look up his brother. His brother looks like Shrek. He looks like a white Shrek. But Vantage Point, man, good for Matthew Fox, because I always like to see people make that transition from TV to movies and make it work.
It rarely works.
I liked him in Party of Five.
Was he on Party of Five?
Yeah.
Really?
He was the brother with cancer.
Co-host, you are so gay that you watched Party of Five.
Hey, there's
you
nothing
had
else on
a-
TV.
If you had a dick, you'd be gay.
He was
That's all.
dying. I thought it would be a cool death, but I got all wrapped up in
There's
it.
no save from that. Okay, no,
Jennifer Love Hewitt,
Hey,
she got
you-
the big cha-chas.
hey, no, there's no save
Huh?
from that.
You
Hey,
like that,
hey,
don't you,
co-host.
Edie?
Hey, co-host.
You're one of the guys, right?
Thank you for
Yeah,
that little
thank
bit of that little bit of gay info there. We appreciate it.
Man, he's posturing all over the place.
Now,
Look, man.
let's go to number 1, which is a movie that everybody is saying is a disappointment, and that movie, of course, would be
Larry the Cable Guy.
No,
No, I'm
hell
just
no.
joking.
You better. I'm gonna throw this bottle at you. No, it's Semi-Pro. Will Ferrell.
Right, which
It's because
surprises
of
me
Will
it's
Ferrell.
number 1 because it only made $15 million, which is considered an absolute failure for a Will Ferrell film at this point. It's the 8th biggest opening of a Will Ferrell film.
See, that's when I saw 15 million. I didn't think that it was considered a bomb. I thought that
For
was
a Will
okay.
Ferrell film, it's a bomb.
Well, everybody's online saying Will Ferrell misses his slam dunk with Semi-Pro, and everybody's saying how much this movie is just it's bomb.
Hey, it ain't going to lose its money. It's going to make money, no question about it. But what they're really afraid of here, and what this looks like a marker of, is that audiences are actually, much like the Spill Crew, fracking sick of this stupid plot he keeps doing over and over and over again in the sports up-and-coming movie, even if it's not sports. I mean, Anchorman, let's face it, exact same story.
Cyrus-
Good night.
Cyrus, what does fracking mean?
Fracking? Well, come here, I'll show you.
Yeah, exactly. Edie.
Sorry, I speak English,
Yes.
not dumbass.
Okay, maybe this is a little better. Instead of saying what I usually say to you, hey, you want to frack me?
If I can make up the meaning of it, sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay, you can't do that. then.
Fracking, that's like
It's like slap you upside the head.
That's
or
like
something.
frying, right?
I'll make the rules.
Fracking enchiladas and
Fracking.
But do you fry enchiladas, Edie?
Hey, co-host. Come on, man. Leave the Mexican.
do you put those in the
jokes
oven?
alone. Come on now, stop it. You better
I'm
get
trying to learn here,
Like
Corey.
I said,
get
I'm
us-
about to open.
I am
up
a
and
learning
put some
computer.
tamales in there, so we have something to eat in a
I'd
couple
like some
hours.
tacos, actually. That sounds good.
Are you good over there, by the way?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, all right. Just
I
making sure you're
didn't get to
comfortable.
see a lot of movies this week. I was busy.
No, that's
so
fine.
that's why.
You don't see movies anyway.
Yeah, I do. I see some of them.
Well,
and then you send me to see Larry the Cable Guy. Oh my God!
Hey.
Of all the movies you could send me to,
You
you
should
send me
get
to
a
that
pay
one.
bump just for that. I'll hand you that one. I mean, you couldn't pay me enough to sit
You know
through that
what?
movie.
They talk about paying your dues here at Spill. I think that has more than paid my dues for the rest of the year.
No,
I've
hey,
seen
Edie,
Larry the
Edie,
Cable Guy. That was
Edie.
an awful movie.
Edie, do you like Mexican sausage?
Co-host, what's going on with you, man?
I'm asking
a
her a
big
question.
boy. How many-
She
never-
probably doesn't like
How
it.
much-
Maybe she likes Chinese. How am I going to know?
He's never
I'm trying to
had
get
sex.
to know the girl.
He's
Come
stuck
on.
in
Oh, that's
1995, his OS.
He's
still
talking
got the
about
mind of a
chorizo over
virgin
there, you know?
teenager.
Who?
Edie, please
Yes.
forgive the machine over
I
here.
know,
My
it's
apologies.
okay. I know, it's okay.
Do you though? No, I'm just. Hey, here's
no,
here,
it's funny.
that was trial by fire for you.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Everybody has to do it.
I
That
know.
was yours.
I know, but it was awful, man. I didn't even get to express how awful it was in that movie because, it was awful.
Well, I would apologize, but that you paid your dues.
I
with that
paid
one,
my
so.
dues by seeing that movie. That was, I mean, I can't believe they're giving that guy more movies.
Well,
Who
of course
cares
they are
about
because
him?
he makes his movies for next to nothing, and of course they make a profit. I mean, direct-to-DVD movies make profit, or they wouldn't make them in the first place.
I know.
Sci-fi channel movies
How do you
make a
explain the
profit,
Olsen
or they
twins?
wouldn't keep making them. I mean, they're awful, but there's enough people who watch them, and they figured out the balance. balance between the amount of money it costs to make them and the amount of people who watch them, where they're just going to keep on making them.
Yeah.
And Larry the Cable Guy will be making movies until either we've annihilated rednecks from the world or he's dead. So it's just get used to it.
Do what?
Annihilate all the rednecks so we don't have to see another movie like that.
No, I like rednecks. They make me laugh.
I'm not saying that we should like kill Larry the Cable Guy,
no, of course
but maybe
not.
we
No
could
one deserves
maybe
to
we could
die.
kidnap him and keep him in a room somewhere
So he can't make any more bad movies.
Yeah.
Keep them in your room,
Can
Corey.
we give him like a reverse lobotomy? You know? Like actually make him smart?
You know what? You know what actually made me laugh though? I don't know if you guys saw on the site, and this is going to refer to the site here, but somebody put up a video of his stand-up when he did.
Oh yeah, he played a yuppie character back then.
and
He did. So
He's not a
how did you
redneck
see
at all, dude. He comes from like white, rich suburbia.
What?
His original stand-up act, it was all like an '80s yuppie thing. Like he was like came out wearing a
So it's
suit,
all a
kind of
lie?
disheveled
Yeah, and
suit.
It's all a lie?
Yeah, he didn't have a
I've
beard
been-
or mustache or anything.
We've
like
been
that.
bamboozled.
I've been hornswoggled.
You've been hornswoggled.
I've been bamboozled.
I feel all transmogrified.
Yeah,
He's
no,
just like Avril Lavigne.
I know.
All
And he
lies.
actually went by his real name and everything, Dan something or what was
Man,
what's
you know
his real
that's
name?
that's like the gangster rappers who you find out came from like a suburban neighborhood. This is bullshit.
Yeah, it's true too, man. You know
It's
when
the
Snoop
Vanilla
Dogg goes
Ice.
home, he's like, "Oh wow, that was a completely exhausting day. Gerald, please get me a hot tea."
I'll have the malt liquor. Liquor. So we've done, as you can see, we moved on from the top 5 now. One of the things I want to talk about with Will Ferrell having Semipro out and the movie not doing all that well is the movie got, I'm not going to say got panned, but it got pretty mediocre reviews.
I don't think that had anything to do with why people didn't go see it, though.
No.
I mean, there are movies where people do actually listen to the critics. And they tend to listen to the critics more if it's a movie that's really good that they may not have gone to see otherwise than they will for something that the critics all hate that they're going to see anyway because of the star.
Yeah.
Like Semipro. Because generally speaking, not across the board, but generally speaking, it was panned. Not to like the level of Larry the Cable Guy movie, of course. Because it's not
Nothing
it's not
can
a
be that
terrible
bad.
movie.
I mean, hold on. Okay, I didn't want to interrupt you there.
Bless you,
So.
Corey.
It's not a
Bless you.
terrible movie. It's not awful. It's just not all that great either. It's like, man, you've seen this movie already. Just go rewatch one of the better ones. And I think audiences are just thinking, we have seen enough
You know
Will
what?
Ferrell playing this fucking character.
I've said this 100 times. What they need to do is they need him to go back and do some indie films that are more serious and do the serious roles for a little while and then go back to the
Okay,
comedy.
now
You know,
I-
you said that like 101 times already.
I don't,
He
you know
has
what?
he has said he would
'Cause he-
gladly do drama if someone else thought that there was an interest in it, because he has no problem with it, but he's like, he likes doing these comedies too. He said he'd be happy to the end of his life doing just comedies if that's what paid the bills and that's what people
Well,
wanted
you
to
bring
see.
up an interesting point. You're saying that the movie didn't do well because people are getting tired of seeing him play the same character. As much as I would like to think that is true, I don't think that is. One of the things that they pointed out about this movie is that it is rated R. And most of his movies have been PG-13.
True.
And those are the ones that have made money. So if you look back at something like Walk the Line, or not Walk the Line, but Walk Hard, that was another rated R movie that people had higher prospects for.
That was the funniest movie I had ever seen.
Walk Hard is
Nobody saw it.
Walk Hard was much better than Semipro.
Oh, it is. It is. No, it's leaps and bounds, man. But both
was
those
really
movies are rated R.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna guess that they'll still eat up what Will Ferrell does, but they will do it for PG-13 movies, and they're gonna start saying, "Will, you tried it with a rated R movie. Now you're gonna have to make it PG-13."
Maybe so. And yet,
I can't wait to see Step Brothers.
And yet we had a lot of rated R major hits there in a row. There, films that no one even expected to do well, like Wedding Crashers. No one thought that was going to be the big hit it was.
No, they didn't. But it wasn't a Will Ferrell movie. We're used to seeing Will Ferrell do these movies in a PG-13
I agree.
environment.
I just think Will Ferrell, his stardom would even transcend the rated R thing, in my opinion.
I thought so too.
But I
thought
think that the
people have seen
suits
it.
are going to look at it the exact same way you are, but I don't think it's true. I don't think that's the reason why. I think it's that audiences are like, just tone it down, change it a little, change the formula a little. Because I remember when we saw this trailer, we went, "Really? Again? You just
I was
did
like,
this?"
yeah. When I saw, it, I was like, "God damn it!
It's just
again.
It's
Come
not
on,
even trying to cover it up anymore.
Oh man,
He
please."
just like puts slaps a different suit on himself and gives himself a different haircut, like you said, and that's it. It's other than that, it's the same fucking.
Didn't
movie.
you interview the guy, Corey?
Well, that's what I was going to talk about. I'm trying to look up the guy's name right here.
Will Ferrell.
Who this dude? Will?
What a dummy.
No, I'm trying to look up the guy's name who I want to. He sent me a message.
Who you want to? Oh wait, he sent you a message.
Yeah, so not
Uh-oh.
Will Ferrell sent me a message, but some guy.
Did he say you better give that movie a good review or you're going to be sleeping with
no,
the fishes?
No,
See?
it was actually the opposite. And
What, he said it sucked?
my browser crashed right here, man. I can't find the guy's name. I'll look up your name a little later and say it at the end of the program here. But what he said to me was, he was like, that was really cool, Korey, what you did by giving the movie an honest review. You interviewed Will Ferrell, then you went back and you panned the movie, and that's admirable because we know you guys are real. But at the same time, he said, it must be kind of hard to do that. And I'm going to tell you, it is, man, because
Did you fall in love with him or something?
I mean, I did. When I was in front of Will
knew it.
Ferrell, I was like,
Knew it,
wow.
Cyrus.
No. Will Ferrell was nice enough to grant. What's that?
Did you get a little starstruck?
I mean, I get starstruck so easy by everybody.
Did you kiss him on his
Especially
cheek?
If it's okay, fuck off, man. You're just being silly.
Yeah, you like him, don't you?
It would be kind of hard not to get starstruck with Will Ferrell.
Well, I don't get starstruck anymore. If you want to know how it is to sit down and interview somebody, I will tell you. And we've all done this. I mean, even co-hosts has talked to George Romero at one time. I brought him. Yeah, I know. I brought him out
that's
one time.
my buddy. Don't bring him into this.
Yeah. I was like, I've done reviews.
Oh, you did an interview.
I did an interview.
We're gonna. In fact, you did it with John C. Reilly. We're gonna get. Now, did you see the archive section we have for reviews?
Yes.
We're gonna put it up in there. I just said, man, so much time.
I know.
With so little time to do it with.
Hey, did you ever interview Paul Rodriguez?
Yeah, I interviewed him last
Phil-
week.
Paul Rodriguez
and what
is
about
alive?
Cheech Marin from Cheech and Chong?
Yeah, I did.
still smoke weed?
Marin is relevant?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
He's naming every kind of Mexican.
We know
out
what
there.
he. Yeah, don't ignore.
I talked to
Is
George
Carlos
Lopez the other day. I
Is
just
Carlos
called him on the
Mencia?
phone.
Oh, no, wait, he's not a Mexican.
How about Lou Diamond Phillips?
Oh yeah, him too.
He's
yeah.
not a Mexican.
He was in La Bamba, right?
He's
Cyrus,
an Indian.
Cyrus, Edie, y'all know how this boy is. Ignore him.
Boy.
What boy, Cyrus? Yeah, shut up. Ignore him.
You gotta have
Quiet.
twig and berries to be a boy. I don't know what the hell he is.
No.
I just ignore half the things.
Yeah,
he says.
ignore him, please.
I know we can
after-
unplug him.
You
eventually.
shouldn't. You'd probably learn something.
Now, I really have to say that I don't get starstruck anymore, and we've all interviewed somebody famous. Yeah. And you go in, and if the person's cool, you're cool. And if they're a dick, then chances are you'll probably be a dick. And I have to say, I've met more people who are nice than have been an asshole to me.
Oh, most of them are. I mean, I remember a couple of years ago at South by Southwest, and I don't know if I can bring that up or not, but.
You can move into that mic a little bit.
Oh, I can? Okay.
No, open your mouth.
You can move in on this mic.
There
you hear that,
you
Edie?
go. Yes,
Did
I
you hear
know.
my joke?
No, I didn't hear it. Thank God.
Okay,
anyway,
let me
so no, a couple of years ago, I mean, we were hanging out at one of the parties, and of course during South by, you see all sorts of people there, and we were hanging out with Woody Harrelson for a while, and he was like the coolest, down to earth guy,
Well, he was
just
probably
hanging
high,
out
that's
there.
why.
No, well, the reason I'm bringing him up is because he was in the Will Ferrell movie.
He was
Did you just-
hanging out at South by Southwest in Austin. He was high. I can prove it.
He was actually but he's actually really cool. He was.
I didn't say that was a bad thing.
He bought a bike from a guy on 6th Street so he could ride the bike up and down 6th Street.
What a
It
dummy!
It was hilarious. They're
No,
just-
these
most
people
are so down to earth. That's what I'm trying
No,
to get
these-
at.
no, these
guys
people are cool.
Real, yeah, they're real.
No, and
We're
going in-
used to seeing like the negative side of them from shows like TMZ, which is like when people say
okay, we're
paparazzi
not
in a
talking
bad way.
about
Hello,
Britney Spears. Okay,
can we turn off her mic for a second? We're talking, but we're talking about the paparazzi that is bad, that go up, that constantly harass them, and yeah, they look like pricks sometimes. I'm sure anybody can be a prick when they want to be left alone, but when you're doing a press junket, the guy's gonna be nice no matter what. It could be the biggest dickhead in the world, and they're gonna be all over you to be nice. And it works great with Korey because Leon and I did a full analysis. We've known Korey for a long time and seen him do a lot of interviews. Like, here's the breakdown of a Korey interview. First, Korey sucks the guy's dick. Okay, is a back and forth dick suck.
I knew it.
It usually starts with something like, "Man, you must get so much ass." It usually starts with something like that.
kind
It's
of like the reviews he does with
he
me.
eases out the conversation like that, and then it turns back to, "I don't get any ass," and that type of thing. And then it's totally comfortable because we've established the dominant submissive relationship. And then after that, he can ask him something totally ridiculous and silly, like, "So is that a Jew fro or what?"
No,
and they're already comfortable because they're like, "Oh man."
No, you're right, man. No,
charge.
you go in, you go in, you compliment the person,
Yeah.
and it's a sincere compliment because they're coming in, they're granting you time for an interview. Will Ferrell really doesn't have to show up to sell this movie, except for maybe this one.
Well, what if it was Pauly Shore? Wouldn't you just go and ask him, why do you suck?
I would never get on any sort of recording sucking Pauly Shore's dick in any way. I just couldn't do it. I'd be like, that would come up against me.
Why do you got to put those pictures in my head?
In my
you
presidential
blowing
run,
Pauly
they'd be
Shore?
like, "Well, here you are telling Pauly Shore he's really funny." Oh shit, it's over.
Yeah, no. I mean, we all have our limits, but with Will Ferrell, let me just tell you how it went down. I went in, talked to the guy. He was real nice. I mean, from the moment, even before we started rolling camera, he was a very nice person. So you do sit up there, you compliment the person, you say all these things, and then they appreciate it when you don't ask the same thing over and over again, because these press junkets are designed for you to sit down. They're short, and they want you to talk about the movie, and they don't want you to criticize it. They just want you to like bring up a question. The person talks about the movie, and it's instant promotion. I don't do that. I mean, I've even gotten people pissed off at me before, but I don't do that. And they appreciate it when you make jokes like, "Hey, was that your real Jew fro?" And they're cool with that.
Corey, interview me. Corey, interview me real quick. Come on, let's do this.
Yeah, why don't you ever shut the hell up?
Come on, come on. Tell me, ask me a question, Corey. Any question?
Okay, Mr. Co-Host.
This interview is over.
And that was how he would really be too.
Yep.
Well, he could pull a Gary Busey over there, like Gary Busey. Is that what you were talking about?
And lick Corey's neck?
No, did you see
Yeah.
Gary Busey
on the red carpet?
Yeah,
he
totally,
licked Jennifer. Reportedly licked her neck. When
yeah,
we
well,
couldn't
that
see.
one. But then he like screamed at a little 11-year-old.
Did he? I didn't see that part.
Oh, you didn't see that?
He did.
Gary Busey screamed at an
Awesome.
11-year-old?
Yeah,
I love that
then
guy.
The next day he went on Ryan Seacrest and he said, "Well, I didn't know she was 11. She looked a lot older than that."
She looked a lot
How-
stupider than that.
How drunk or how messed up do you have to be to not be able to tell someone's 11?
He and Keanu Reeves were surfing all day. You know, they were trying to bust this
Yeah, she
team
was
called
like-
the ex-presidents.
Hey, she probably deserved it. She's
She
probably
was-
being a jerk.
She goes, "Can you give a shout out, Gary Busey?" And she's like, "I don't shout up," blah, 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 screaming at an 11-year-old.
Well, yeah, you know, I agree with co-host. What does she do to bring that shit on herself? You know?
Yeah. What, does she think she's an interviewer or
What was
something?
she doing on the red carpet anyway?
She was doing something for a kids magazine or something.
Ah, get out of here,
Shit.
stupid kids
We
magazine.
saw what
Kids
happened
don't
with
read.
that when they interviewed Jason Reitman. He's like all like standing there going, "Yeah, sure, I'll answer your question." The kid goes, "So why does your movie suck?"
No, I saw the interview where he was being interviewed by a bunch of kids.
Yeah, and they're like so hard on him. They're just being like, "Man, you really think your movie's gonna win an Academy Award?"
Jason Reitman, who directed Juno, was surrounded by a bunch of kids, and the kids were asking him like, "Oh, so what do you do?" And Jason Reitman's like, I directed Juno." What does that mean? You directed?
Yeah, right,
That's awesome.
And it's a good
But see, that's great.
Those
Kids-
those kids are cool.
It's a
Kids
good
are
point because they know
honest.
just enough to know. Look at all these other people. It seems to me like every single base is covered here. So what the
Yeah.
fuck does a director do anyway? You just sit there because I worked at a fast food place and I had a boss that did nothing but sit in the office and play solitaire.
Who are you and why should I care?
Yeah, exactly. It was that kind of thing. But usually, if you're cool, not like these kids, but if you're cool,
Yeah.
the people are cool. So just to boil it down for this guy who complimented us on being honest and whatnot, yeah, it is hard after you do a really nice interview with the person, because unlike a lot of people who they thrive on looking at bad shit just so they have enough material to be snarky with. And we don't do that. I mean, we don't want to go to movies and look at them and walk out saying they're bad. We want everything we see to be good. So there's no reason why we're walking out of Semipro just to spite Will Ferrell. So yes, it was hard to sit up there saying that this movie was bad. And I wish I could have. That's why I kept saying over and over again, Will Ferrell is really talented. He should do better things, because I do think he deserves better. And
You must
after
have
meeting
carefully
him,
crafted that to keep your brain from exploding, because I know you had already seen the movie when you interviewed him, and
Oh,
you were
yeah.
just sitting there going, "Man, you had to be just wishing you could get away with going, what the fuck, dude?"
if me and Will Ferrell were in a bar
Oh,
drinking,
yeah.
I would have been like, I really would. I would have had a couple. I would have been talking to him and said, "Why the fuck you still doing this?"
On the other hand,
And you know what he would have said? He would have said, "It's a paycheck, stupid."
yeah, I was going to
Exactly.
say. I mean, because right now they said, "Hey, man, you want to go be like Larry the Cable Guy's sidekick in a movie?" I'd be like, "Fuck you!" Like, pays like $150,000 a year. I'd be like, "Sign me
How
up."
much did he
You've
make
done
for this movie?
you've done
Do you
worse
guys
things
know?
for far less.
Damn right.
Yeah, how much did he make for this movie? Do you know?
I have no
I have no idea, but I'm sure he's probably now in the $20 million range.
Yeah, well, if they're paying J-Lo that much, they can pay him that much.
Yeah,
too.
They
no.
pay J-Lo? They pay her tacos? Get it?
God, I had to.
Wait,
bring
she's
up a
Puerto
Mexican-
Rican, though, right? Right?
I don't
She's
know.
Puerto Rican. You should know this. Come on.
You
Don't
know
you all,
what?
don't all
I
you
am
guys
sorry,
live
I
together?
do not know the genealogy of every.
Oh, I thought you guys all lived in the same house. My bad.
Yeah,
Well, I
no,
can't.
that's
I
right.
cannot wait to hear the comments in this. I'm not editing any of this out, by the way.
What? What do you mean you're not going to edit?
We
Come
turn
on.
down the volume of the master control prick over here. What the hell?
Okay.
I love Edie. She's awesome.
I love the co-host.
What?
I love
you
you.
telling
You
me
know
you
I
love
do.
me? Me playing with my heartstrings like that?
I know. I
I
like
don't
to-
believe in love. I don't believe in it. I tells you.
You got no heart. What are you talking about?
I can
No,
make
Corey
you
took it
turn
out.
into a
Stomped
little.
on it. Sold it for $5 on eBay.
I
doesn't
can make you turn into a little puppy.
What? Little
can't.
puppy? Oh, I'm about to pee on you right now. Talking like that.
This is just getting weird.
Quiet, you. Weren't we supposed to ignore you?
Let's move on to what else I want
right.
to talk about here. Now, everybody's going crazy over this who's this boy? Iron Man trailer.
And rightfully
Who's this
they should.
boy?
I think co-host.
That's a good one, Corey.
Wait a minute, what was that?
I think co-host and I can agree on this one. Yeah, they
What?
should. That Iron Man looks like it's going to be badass.
Oh,
You
who,
and me, yeah. Aren't
Why-
you excited
why-
about Iron Man?
No.
What? No.
Why am I excited about some dope getting dressed up in a robot costume?
Oh, he is lying
know.
so
He's
Isn't,
hard.
hey,
Right.
co-host,
He
isn't that
is-
your people?
He is shaking.
Is that your brother?
No,
I mean, aren't you all related?
wearing the skin of my brothers?
Yeah,
no.
well, aren't you guys all related? You know, you're all made out of machines,
No.
so you guys all look
It's a
alike.
hollow
You know?
shell.
It's hard to tell you guys apart.
yeah,
The
now
guy
see-
put it on a,
yeah, now
a
see-
robot skin.
Yeah,
See?
well,
Crazy?
I mean, isn't he just because he
No.
has a different type? I mean,
now look at him,
you
look
guys are
at him.
all
Quit being
robots.
racist.
Look at you now. How's it
dare
feel?
you?
Had the
Those are
tables
my
turned
people
on you.
you're talking about.
See, this is the same reason I don't hang out at flea markets. But anyway,
What are you saying? Robots hang out at flea markets? What are
I'm
you
just saying
saying?
a lower class of people. That's all I'm saying.
Believe me. I'm
We don't go there.
I have to say though, the Iron Man looks like he's I think the movie's gonna be cool.
Yeah, well, this new trailer, they cleaned up some of those effects from the first one, and you can tell it shows.
it doesn't look like 360.
Yeah, it doesn't look like 360. It looks good.
Well, they got that one shot where everybody loves this shot where he shoots the missile into the tank, turns around, walks off, and it blows up. It still looks like a cartoon character walking away
See,
to me.
I didn't
Yeah.
think so. But the best
I
thing about the
think so.
trailer is it's the first trailer they've done
got
for it.
you
It
excited,
really
didn't
gives
it?
you a feeling of the story and the way it's developing, the way the character is this fun, snarky guy, the way Tony Stark is. The way he's an anti-hero in a lot of ways because he's kind of a prick. He's a womanizer. He's a drunk. And you're like, well, hell, I can identify with that.
Yeah,
Cheers.
sure.
You know?
that I identify with.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If that's what it takes to be a superhero, then I'm in.
I know. I
been a
gotta
superhero.
come to one of
Hard
those
work.
guys'
You're not a
apartments every week and
superhero.
record. So
What?
No, he said he was a superhero. I told him he wasn't.
What? Who? Me?
You.
I've had just
Why
about
you even?
enough of you.
Hey, Edie, why you even starting with him? We're in the
I
middle. Don't get him
I'm
started.
turning the tables.
Don't
you know,
ever
here.
turn the tables, huh?
Don't get him started.
You
all
like
right?
turning tables, huh?
So now you think that this is fake, really, don't you? I mean,
What?
on all
Was the Iron
seriousness,
Man
Yeah,
thing?
you saw this.
Yeah.
with-
The newest preview.
Yeah,
no,
have you seen
I have
the
not
newest
seen the newest preview. No,
everybody. I'm telling you that one shot hasn't been cleaned.
that
up.
one shot looks terrible.
well,
I
thought
mean,
you said you hadn't seen it.
I haven't
you
seen
saw
the
the one
newest
before
one, but
that.
I saw
Okay,
the one
all right.
before.
All right, fair enough.
And yeah, my only complaint is that one shot looks like something totally out of a 360. It doesn't move right. I'm almost hoping that it's like a scene in the movie where they show like a like a test reel of how the Iron Man should operate, because that's what it kind of looks like. If they put it in the story like that, I'll be fine with it. But honestly, yeah, it looked a little too CG for my taste.
Oh, fair enough. I
You know?
looked
The
fine
rest
to
of
me,
it looked
but-
awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
even where he's flying away from the jets.
Yeah, no, that looked great.
But that one scene just really bothered me.
And I think that a lot of people they got so much good stuff in that movie, and at least looking at the trailer, that I think a lot of people are starting to overlook the fact that Iron Man does look kind of fake. And hey, what can I say? If the movie's good enough to where it can take your mind off that,
Right.
then fine. But
I mean, the real
And we
question-
haven't seen the whole movie, so
yeah.
Yeah,
Fans
that's
of-
just one part of it. You know,
Well,
you haven't seen all of
Fans
it.
of
so.
comics are already sold on this. Let's face it; they were sold the moment they said Robert Downey Jr. was going to play Tony Stark. His inspired casting, but it's everybody else that is where the dollars are going to come from for a big movie like this. And are they sold yet? I don't know. Only people I know are big comic book fans. So.
Yeah, you being a chick, Edie. Now,
Yes.
First of all, you don't really read comic books. Let's be honest here.
Honestly, no.
Okay.
I don't. I read Garfield and Peanuts.
Oh, so you went to go see the Garfield movie and loved it? Then.
get outta
Wait a minute,
here.
hold on, holy
I know.
shit! You really done love the
I know.
Garfield movie.
I
Are
like
you
Garfield.
serious? You
No,
like the
I thought it was
Garfield
kind of
movies?
stupid, but I liked it anyway. I've seen it on
Oh,
HBO.
my
so
God.
many
it?
times.
Get out of here.
I know. I saw it on HBO, and I liked Odie.
She's got the DVD collection, a
yeah,
Garfield
right,
in a
right.
Garfield movie, A Tale of Two
You
Kitties.
know what? No.
The special dumb edition, I'm sure.
Even stupider.
I have the HBO version of it. I saw it on HBO. That's
You
what
still
I saw.
record on VHS?
No, I don't own it. I just see it on HBO when it
Okay,
came out.
well now let's go by this movie here. Being that you're a woman, anything about this trailer interest you at all?
I thought it looked cool.
So you do.
I did. I thought it looked cool. I mean, I saw only part of it, and I'm talking about the first one. I haven't seen the new one. But
Okay.
it looked interesting.
But the real question is, Edie, have you ever actually seen anything that you didn't at least kind of like?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have. Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh,
No, I'm
you
just
did.
joking.
Okay.
No,
oh, you
there-
did
You're
kind of
joking
like
about
it.
that when you liked
No,
it?
I did not
kinda
like it. I did not like
she
it.
kind of liked it.
No,
you heard
I
it here,
hated it.
folks.
No, okay. I'm sorry. I misunderstood what you said. I hated that. I thought you said, "Have you ever seen a
There
movie
is
that you didn't like?"
nothing.
You need to tell her in Spanish. That's how,
Yeah, I
how
didn't.
she
No,
can understand.
You're gonna hold
No,
the
entiendes.
taco on the end of a stick. Come
No,
on,
I'm
come get
sorry.
it. Answer
No.
the question.
No, honestly, no, there's a lot of movies I don't like. I know you guys give me a hard time about it, but, there are some movies I don't like. In fact, someone asked me to post my top 10 worst movies of last year, and I have a...
You did.
Ten?
Were able to work out a top 10 worst.
I have a top
And let me ask you this: was
worst.
every single movie on that list you could say that you absolutely hated?
Yes.
Like there was no well, it was just okay.
No
you
redeeming
hated
value.
them all. All right.
Well, I'll say 7 of them, there was no redeeming value of them.
I see.
Okay,
See.
yeah,
And the
Uh-huh.
last 3 were just, they were bad, but there were good actors in it, so I
And
kinda-
5 of them were the Oscar nominees for this year.
You know what? You guys give me so much help for the
Okay.
movies I
No,
like.
you
but
still have
I-
better taste than Carlisle, so it's all right.
I
Just
still stand
kidding.
true to the movies I like because
gotta-
I do like them.
I gotta put something out here right now. I'm getting a lot of emails from people who have gone on HBO and they've done HBO on demand and they've watched this film that I worked on, this short film that I worked on 2-3 years ago that has just come out. It's called Porn Editor, and it's about a guy. No, it's about a guy. It's a cartoon, first of all.
Imagine that.
I did some animation. In fact, I did pretty much 90% of the animation on it. And people see my name at the end. And I've been getting calls saying, Korey, are you the one that worked on Porn Editor?
Are you serious?
Yeah, and let me just say that right now, I am the one that did that. If you're on HBO On Demand and you see it, I didn't write it. I didn't direct it. In fact, if you want to know the truth, I thought it could have been better. I don't think it's all that well written. But it was a job, and I did most of the animation on it.
So you did animated porn?
Yes, I did. I really did. I did animated porn. I actually did cartoon characters having sex with each other.
How come you didn't show me?
I have never seen that. I've seen a lot of your work. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I never even heard reference to this before. This is new.
It's actually it's amusing, but because it's not that well written.
And it
but
was
a lot
on
of-
HBO?
A lot of people they hear Porn Editor and then they hear my name. And they're like,
Was it in one of those real sex things?
no. Here's the funny thing. It was for Black History Month on HBO.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I'm thinking,
What kind of history is that?
Porn Editor for Black History Month. Give me a fucking break.
You should look for Corey next year on Hookers on the Point. I think he's in that one too.
He ain't just animated.
He's a hoe.
It's porn. I'm surprised you don't have that downloaded into your hard drive. then.
But what it's about. It's about a guy, and he's a black guy. And he's telling how it is to be a black man who edits pornography, and he decided to tell it through animation. But there are these moments where you see characters actually blowing each other, having sex, doing
It's a
all kinds.
serious drama about 2 young black males who are struggling to make it in the big city when they meet a young, attractive, buxom white woman, and therein lies the conflict. What will happen, you may ask?
So Corey, did you have fun drawing those penises?
Actually, you know what? You don't see any genitalia, but you do. I'll put it this way.
you see the motion.
Yeah, you see the motion. If you like cartoon women, this is gonna get you off, right?
Cyrus, sicko, pervert.
Oh, come on.
It ain't just cartoon
watch,
woman.
when we leave, he's going to be the first one looking it up.
Not me. Uh-uh.
Porn editor.
See,
like
but the
real
problem
porn.
is they found you because you actually use your complete name. You know, I never. Okay, I'll tell you, it's Cyrus Tiberius Kirk. Okay, and sure, I've worked on some side projects. You might see me out there, but don't be bugging me about it. is all I'm saying.
No. I worked for a very talented guy, a guy named Yehudi Mercado at the time, and him and I, it kind of boiled down to him and I working at this company together. There was a lot of people, and this is a project he had, and he just gave it to me. He's like, I'm busy doing this. You're going to animate most of this. And I was like, what's it? What is it? He's like, it's called Porn Editor. And I was like, give it here.
This I can handle.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Corey-
very well researched in that area.
Yeah, I was like, Corey, I'm surprised you even would think twice about doing it or not doing
Well,
it.
Edie, I was hoping that you and I could have a private screening sometime.
Can I videotape it?
Oh yeah, and God,
Now,
horrible.
I have a
I'm just
request to
joking.
put out there for people, by the way. I want to test out a show because some people have been saying, hey, you should try to take calls. And I don't know. I don't even know logistically, first of all, how that would work. But I do know that there's a program called Audio Hijacker Pro. And you know about that, Cyrus.
I am fully aware of the
schooled me
existence
on
of
that.
Yes, Cyrus shall be plugging it into co-host and making it work.
And
What?
Don't worry, it fits
Only
in a
plugging
place
nothing
that
into
we
me,
didn't.
pal.
Fits
We're
into
gonna
a place
hijack
we
you.
didn't hook up nerve
And
circuits for you.
I also have Skype, and I can make another Skype account. So what I'm asking is, if somebody out there has any idea on how to go about doing a show where I can actually record you, maybe play it back later, maybe do it live. Any ideas? Any ideas?
You realize you're opening the door for people to call you at all times.
Not if I have a specific account.
Yeah, doing it through Skype is
Yeah.
the idea.
Now, if I have a specific account for this, I think I can do it. And I do want to do this. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, I agree. I'm
mine's
all
open
for it.
for-
Cyrus, don't you have that program? What's it called? Herpes? Yeah, that's right.
No, I
You like
installed
that, Edie?
I
That was
installed
for
that
you.
in you, I think, a while ago.
Yeah.
So-
I get confused.
I think that. Now,
think
here's
that
what
would
I'm
be
going to.
kinda cool.
Shut up. That would be cool. Why I tell you to shut up? I'm sorry. Why'd I do
I
that?
was like, what?
Sorry, he thought you were me.
Yeah. For a moment, it's like
I
I'm
was
so used to telling
you
him
really
to be
don't
quiet.
want any, do you?
No,
I'm joking.
He's not getting any. We're doing.
I
Shut
know.
up.
Yeah.
I like to
hell?
dangle it. It's like a little carrot in
I'm
front
frustrated
of the
with you,
donkey.
Edie.
Yeah, I know.
Shut
I'm
up.
Sorry.
He don't like carrots. He likes penises.
No, notice I'm
I don't
ignoring
have one
him.
That's for you,
I'm,
Edie.
I'm ignoring him.
This is
Now-
like trying to run a radio show at a preschool. You
Yeah, exactly. With him here. Now, here's what I'm going to do. The best idea that I get, I mean, people like prizes. People like to receive things. If anybody gives me the best idea on how to do this, and I actually put it to use, I'll give you a prize. I'll give you something really cool, too. I mean, I'm not just talking
How
about
about an
DVD.
original piece of artwork from you?
They don't want no artwork from me.
Of course they do.
Corey will give
You send him
himself
some of
to
that
them.
porno art.
You kidding me? They were offering to buy co-host freaking picture in the Carlisle contest to buy it on eBay if you put it up there. You don't think they're going to want an original piece of spill art?
That piece of shit
Hey,
he did?
hey, that's my art you're talking about.
Wait a minute.
It looks like a 2-year-old drew it.
Hey, you be quiet over there.
Technically,
Don't
he
you-
is.
And you left me out.
Hey.
You didn't even put me in there.
Oh, you're in there. Did
Oh,
you see?
No, I didn't see
You're
me.
you're way in the back. I think you're behind
What-
Castle
Am
Grayskull.
I,
That's
am I
right.
like the little
You're
dot?
there. You're there.
Wait a minute. Now, there's a picture that co-host drew for the Carlisle's contest, and technically, by the way, co-host is about 2-3 years old.
Yeah, I know.
So
that's true,
that
yeah.
could be possible why he drew it like that.
Age don't mean nothing, Edie.
Wait, Cyrus, wait, hold on. You mean somebody actually offered money for that piece
Yeah,
of shit
but
he
that's
did?
what I'm saying. If they'll take that, well, shit, man, they'll definitely buy it or want it or whatever. I mean, I don't. Shit, I am it and I don't want it. But they would,
Okay.
you know?
All right. Well, hey, look.
They could send you their picture and you can draw a cartoon of them.
You know what? Hey, you give me suggestions for a prize. If suggestions for original piece of art. If that's your thing and you want it, or you want me to draw you or something, if that's what you want
now
for a prize.
you opened up a whole door right
How
there.
about a
I was
tou-
trying
how
to
about
avoid
a-
saying
But that also made it for people to do a really good job at this too. because
No,
you
no,
never
no.
know.
I can draw somebody if they want me to. It's not a big deal.
How about a cup of coffee?
Unless
Why don't we
they're
send
girls.
him that?
We're the
I mail him
website
a cup
equivalent
coffee.
of the dude on the beach. She does caricature you and your lady.
Yeah, no. If a picture is what you want, I'll gladly send it to you. But if you want to know the truth from me, if I got a picture, I'd be like, what's this shit? I want money. I want a gift certificate. I want a DVD or something. So
I'll draw
That's
it,
because
Corey. I'll
that's
draw
because it's
it.
your art. You're like, well, I don't need any more of this. I got stacks of this shit. You know, it's like if you owned a DVD distributing company, you'd never enter a contest to win a DVD. You'd be like, what the fuck am I going to do with this?
exactly, no. But hey, it's out there. If a true piece of art is what you want, I will do it. But you got to. I'm asking for help. Give me something I can use. Somebody who really knows. No, I did ask one guy named Rocket Car. He's the one that turned me on the Audio Hijacker Pro. So
Yes.
thanks to him, I should send him something. By the way, in fact, I called him at home. And I swear, he gave me his number because he said, I can help you out with this. I got ideas. And I called him up and I say, hey, man, what's going on? This is Korey from Spill. And he's like,
Was he getting excited?
I would like to
nice.
point out that I did actually tell you about this program when we hung out before and you asked me. And you were like, oh, okay, I didn't tell you the name. I was like, I said, I have this program that'll do this
you didn't
function.
give me the name.
No, I didn't. But I said, I have the program. Will do exactly what you're talking about. And oh, okay. And then he's like, hey, man, there's this great program. I was like, I know. I've got it.
Yeah, no, that's cool. No, I'm glad you know. Now we know.
Yeah.
But Rocket Car, that poor guy, he was on the
He
phone.
was that nervous?
I don't know if he was nervous or he's just like, man, I don't feel like talking. I mean, but it could have been in the middle of having sex. I
You're
don't
probably
know.
disturbing him during playtime.
Exactly. He's a kid, you know.
It
But I called
happens.
him up, and I was like, so can you help me out? This like, oh yeah, and he was writing it down.
Here I
Corey, you
Yeah,
made someone's
I'm writing.
day. That's so sweet.
I want to
Not
thank
all
him.
he made.
Shut up. I do want to thank him for the help, and I appreciate that. So if anybody wants to call me, I'll call you. Anything that'll help us out, I'd appreciate it.
Don't call me.
Like anybody's gonna call you.
That's
You
right.
don't even have a phone.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
hey,
say,
don't you worry about what I don't have.
You don't have a phone. No one can call
you don't have
you.
a phone. You don't even have a jack for a phone. Okay.
I got Spill. People call me on that.
Spill-
Contact me.
Spill something on you. And you're gonna be
You're a
quiet.
complex
People like me,
garbage
you know.
disposal.
People like me,
best.
Edie.
I know they do. I like you too.
So I want to talk about some of the members here. There's a lot of people who
I have to talk about a member. I want to give a little
want to
special.
talk about my member.
Only I was gonna say. the only-
Damn, you stole my joke, Corey.
I know. Edie, you know she know better about this point. You in here with a bunch
I
of
know.
guys.
I walk right into them. I'm
know.
sorry.
So you like members, eh?
So, okay, who's the guy?
I want to say hello to my little Silver Surfer. He's my biggest fan.
Wait,
I
are you
like
talking
that
about
guy.
the guy who does the whole comic thing?
No, the guy Silver Surfer.
Yeah,
on
I
the
know.
side,
He runs
The
like this
Silver
whole.
Surfer?
He has like a spill inside a spill where he runs
Yeah.
comic book stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's cool.
guys, if you're big comic book fans, you want to know about comic book news, Silver Surfer is the guy you want to go
He's
follow
a
around.
sweetheart.
Because he actually is
The
all
one from
seriously
PA.
into it, and I subscribe to anytime he posts anything. I read a little notification about it because to a certain extent, I care about this comic
I'm
stuff.
his
you know?
movie mistress.
I try to ignore his comments.
At least that's what my group says.
It's really hard.
He made me a group and everything.
He's the one who made you a group.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's never had to live with
You
you.
know what, Edie? Come on. Let's be
He's
honest.
a sweetheart. He's so nice to me.
He so wants to do you.
He wants to get in
No,
your pants,
he does not
stupid.
want to do me.
He's
He
got a
wants to
big
do me about
silver
as much as you
member.
want
He
to
wants
do
to
me.
plunge into your.
No, he's
Taco
he
sauce.
is so nice to me. He does so many nice things for me. So I just want to say hello. So hello.
He wants to get with you so bad.
That's right.
It does.
He wants to use the power cosmic on you,
I know.
on all of you.
Don't give him a hard
That's
time.
nice, but
I'll
we-
depend. No, I just want to say thank you for everything you do. He's very nice to me.
No,
He's been
He's-
helping Galactus eat planets for a long time, and now he wants to go down on something. So.
That's actually funny.
You guys are awful.
That's pretty good.
I'm trying to do something really nice and sweet, and you guys
Hey,
take
what
it
are
to
you
the
planning
gut
on doing to
all
him?
the time.
We already did. We called attention to this member.
I
Said,
know.
people, this guy's worth checking out. He's
No,
a guy you
he's
should
cool.
friend him.
All right, enough
we
about
all
that
agree.
guy.
No, but
Hey,
no,
hey,
seriously, and to Bessie.
You've
She's
you've
cool
had
too.
your time for Silver
Bessie is
Surfer.
the only person that drew a picture of me so far in the contest.
Bessie
Hey,
drew a
I
picture.
drew-
Oh yeah, Bessie did draw. And you know what she did? Yeah,
she
good
drew
work,
me on
Bessie.
you, too.
Yeah. No, she drew you right on top of me. That's nice, Bessie.
I missed
Bessie,
that.
hey, that's the prize winner right there. So
hey, I drew you, Edie.
you,
You're in
I
the
still
you're
have not seen me on your picture.
you're
I'm
inside
just-
Castle Grayskull washing
I'm
the
in-
dishes.
all right, shut up.
All right,
All
let's
right.
move on to another spill member here now.
yeah.
How about I just want to, because people keep asking me where's Predator, and Co-Host knows. Are we supposed to say that everything's okay, whatever?
Hey, that's
a liar.
between me and Predator.
I'm not going to say what because whatever.
Don't you worry
he hasn't
about
told me
him.
directly, but the point is he's fine. He'll be back.
He'll be back
Relax.
soon. I just have to
He
go
didn't-
rescue him from the pirates.
And we all love
Called
Predator.
Robert.
Predator's great. Nobody better start any shit with Predator because I got his back.
No, he kicks
That's what it
ass.
comes down
You don't
to.
need
I
your
love
help.
So wait a minute.
He
Did-
doesn't
Yes.
need my help.
Let me ask you:
Yes.
Did he actually disappear for a while and then he said he'd be back?
He contacted me, yes, and he's going to be back soon.
Yeah.
So-
Why is he talking to you?
Hey,
broke
because me and him we're like this.
Boyfriend and
We're like-
boyfriend?
We're like
He
this.
they're
We're like
both
blood
love
brothers.
kinda type.
We both are hunters and gatherers. And
Hunters?
we love
You're a
killing.
hunter?
You don't
never
do
been
Yeah,
out of the
hunt.
basement.
I hunt at
still.
night.
What
I
do you
hunt.
hunt?
I hunt the streets for crime.
Well, you don't even have any goddamn feet to walk
You
with.
don't
How
know what I do at night. Don't you be worrying about me.
You sit in here all night long and look at the fucking wall. That's what you do.
Well, hey, can I make a comment anyway
What?
about one of the guys?
What?
All right, you know what? I don't know if you brought this up last week, but you remember that little kid named Chris who sent that video?
Oh, the one where he's apologizing?
Where he's apologizing. That poor kid, that poor little guy. What'd you guys do to him?
That was me.
What did you do?
Did you
I
really
haven't
do
seen
That
this?
was
this.
me who did it. I broke the camel's back.
What did you do to him?
What did you do to that kid?
It was all right. Hold on. It was the umpteenth thing he had sent me about check out my site, vote on my site, and I did it. I looked and I went there, and it's the same thing it always was, and it was this crudely constructed poll that says vote for your picks of the Oscars, but it's all like best actor or people from Transformers and stuff. And and I was like, I couldn't do it. And I finally had enough. I'd seen the same page so many times, so I sent him this long diatribe about, look, we think you're great. We're glad you're here and all that, but I know you really want to have your own thing. But, you don't go on stage before you memorized your lines. You know what I'm saying? Just you build the site, you learn how to do it first, and then you start yelling at
You
everybody
son of a
to come
bitch,
over.
Cyrus. You leave that kid alone.
What did you
Gary
do?
Busey.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
it. That was it. He took it too seriously.
You did no. You said something else because that poor kid came on with a
That
video.
kid was on a video. I was watching that video and I was like, "Who the hell got on
Say
this
you're
kid's case?"
sorry. Look,
I-
I'm gonna be like
I
the
have
mother
to-
now.
I have
Say
to
you're
intervene.
sorry.
I
You should not
did.
harass a little kid.
I did say I was sorry.
Man, that kid. For those of you who don't know, because the video's gone now. But I clicked on it and it was said an apology to the Spill crew. And I thought it was going to be some funny joke.
Yeah.
And this kid was near the verge of crying. He's like,
I know. There's like the Blair Witch scene, right?
It was at the end. I'm so scared.
And
But
I don't think we're all gonna make it.
Yeah, a little
I'm
snot
sorry
bubble
to
come
the
out his
Spill
nose.
crew.
But he came on. He was really apologizing. Like, Spill crew, I am so sorry. I would never do anything to ruin this site or piss anybody off on purpose. I just don't know what to do. And I was like,
That
this
poor
poor
kid.
guy.
How dare you? Hey, he's one of my fans.
Okay,
so you
fine.
don't treat my fans like that ever. Do you hear me?
Chris is all right with me. He just needs to.
He
maybe
better be.
I said,
play around on Spill.
I understand what you're saying. I know, and you did some tough love shit on him. But
it was tough love.
I had to like email him back and say, Chris, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I don't know where this came from. And he even sent an email back saying, "Oh, it's okay. I don't want to talk about it."
Oh, you leave that kid alone. Leave him
How old
alone.
is he? Is he like what? 11?
He's a kid.
This kid is like, well, first of all, if you maybe a little too young to be able to say.
That's true. But,
But
hey,
and we don't turn around. We don't turn
No, we
anybody
don't.
away though.
Right.
But he looked to be like around 10 years old,
no.
and I felt so bad.
Cyrus.
I sent him.
Oh,
I sent him
for
a comment.
you, please leave it
sent him
alone.
Cyrus.
You
I
weren't
was
the one
nice.
getting an email every other day from the kid saying,
You know what?
"Check out my site."
I
And
get
go
emails
there,
from
I
and
got
my
them
all the
computer
time.
is
I got 'em.
crashing,
Did
and
you-
smoke is coming out.
Did you
and
tell
co-host
him-
is running around screaming with his hair on fire. It
Did
was
you
awful.
tell him, go, I did check out your site? And then I'll
Yes,
get
I
back
did.
to you?
Look, I did not send the kid a letter saying, "I hate you. I killed your parents. I raped your dog." It
'Cause you
wasn't
know better
like
than
that. Okay, please.
He's
What
10.
the hell do you think I'm? Yeah, I know he's 10.
Hey,
Imagine a little 10-year-old
I told
in front of you.
that kid I tried to mess up the
Man,
site
all
all
I
the
can
time.
say is I
He ain't
don't
got
want
no
to
problem
see
in my book.
what your kids are going to be like because they're going to be little ruffians destroyed. Everything you say, you'll be like,
No.
"Aren't they cute?"
Yeah, Edie.
No,
what?
no,
Hey, Edie. What are our kids gonna be like? You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Edie, you tell your kids to steal his tires, all right?
You're the type of parent whose kids would be kicking somebody's
No,
seat in
my-
an airplane, and
if
you
I-
just be looking at them going,
If
"Oh,
I ever do have kids, my kids will be little angels.
yeah, whatever."
Anyway,
Sweet little
anyway,
angels.
hey, Chris, you're all right in our books. Don't worry about this.
Yes, Chris. And you know
Stupid
what?
sheep.
Send me a message, and I'll be a little. I'll be
Hell, we
nice
got
to
mother
you.
hen. Okay, now
God, he's only 10.
I know, Edie, you're making the kids soft now. Come on.
Yeah, he's a man.
We already said we're sorry. Now let him toughen up a little
That
bit.
guy has
fine.
a lot of guts to get on Spill and apologize like that
Exactly.
because of this jerk off right here.
Yeah. Now, Chris,
Yeah.
go ahead, shake it off, man. Shake it off. It's just all right.
Damn, Chris, you're all right in my
Yeah,
book.
just stay on
Anytime
Spill.
you need help, you just call on your Uncle Co-Host, and I'll be there right for you to kick his ass.
Assuming you can figure out how to get on the
Son
internet
of a
again.
bitch. Anyway, yeah,
now-
he's
Look at
a
the way
good
you're
kid.
talking.
He's a good kid. Everybody go say hi. Chris, send me all the junk mail you want. It makes me feel special. Nobody sends me anything worth crap.
Want to say
And,
welcome to all
yeah.
the new members who came on. A lot of nice people.
Damn, all
getting-
of a sudden, we
yeah.
went crazy.
No, it's
got a lot of people on.
No, it's blowing
Almost
up.
5,000 members.
Almost 5,000. I want to throw a party at some point, so we'll
I
see
think
what
we
happens.
should throw a big spill party when we hit.
Who cares what you think? You're a dumb girl. But anyway,
We don't pay you to think.
I'll think.
Your job is to go get the pinata.
Exactly.
Why you got to be
man,
racist
is
like that
so
for?
Awful.
You'll think with the back of my hand
I'm
when I
saying,
get.
like, when you hit 50,000 members or something, you should throw a big spill party.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
That's a long ways from
And
now,
we could
but
be a
hopefully
combination
it's not that
retirement
long.
party.
Exactly.
Oh, you think it will take that long? I don't know.
Before we close, there was a bit of news that I wanted to talk about. I just put up tonight a review for The Signal. Somebody went to go see a screening of this. Not screening. Somebody went to a showing of this, and somebody actually got the signal and stabbed 2 people.
Yeah,
in the
it was
theater.
weird on opposite sides of the theater from what I heard too. Like he stabbed the one dude in the seat near him, and then he got up and managed to make it to the other side of the theater and stabbed another dude in the seat. It was like, what?
Now, how do you think he did that? Did he like? It was dark. Did you like maybe you heard like, ow, and then the guy ran out, and you hear this. Excuse me, pardon me. Is this seat taken? Okay, thank you.
Well, maybe the second guy thought it was sound effects in the movie. Like it was like a William Castle production of The Signal. I don't know.
Yeah.
But regardless, man, I'd be like, this is the most realistic effects I've ever seen.
Yeah, like the
It's all
guys came out the
3D.
signal
You
talking
got
about.
the coming up at you.
Yeah, like the two guys walked out like, look, you actually get stabbed in the movie. Isn't that cool?
I got stabbed in my ass. How did that happen?
No, man, and I'm
you
so
believe
glad.
that?
No, I can't believe it. I'm so glad this has happened because everybody's talking about how you get movies about black people with guns. Somebody always gets shot in the movies. Now, I'm just gonna take for granted that this guy was white who stabbed somebody.
Isn't it always?
If it was a gun, it would be a black person.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like if a black person, so-called, goes crazy and kills a bunch of people, they probably had it coming on some level, right? They probably didn't pay the guy, or they slept with his wife or something, right? But a white
whole
guy
background.
does it. He might have played too much Dungeons and Dragons or something,
Just
So
nuts.
we just lose our shit and start capping people, I can't take this shit anymore.
This
I'm
guy
Michael
sounded-
Douglas and falling down.
This guy sounds like he wanted to make news, though. It doesn't seem like random. It seems like a planned out.
Assuming it's even true. No, I've seen 2 newspapers carried this story so far, and everyone else
No,
is
it
just
was all,
linking.
Oh, so it's
it was
a
all
rumor?
over the internet too.
Well, I know, but they were all linking to the original news source, is what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is, sounds like great marketing for the film.
Publicity
if you ask
stunt.
me.
Somebody sent me on the site. Somebody said, "Hey, Korey, check this out," and it was on MSNBC.
Oh, if it was on
Yeah.
MSNBC,
Yeah, the link to
then
it was,
couldn't
so-
possibly be false.
Unless, that's what I'm thinking. Unless MSNBC has some money invested in Magnolia
Right.
Pictures, and they're like,
Well, they've actually fallen for the occasional hoax too, but no, it probably is real. But my
Or
first
it
thought
could
when I heard
really
it
be
was,
the signal. They gave you the signal, Corey.
"Shut up, Edie."
he's going to give you the signal in a second over here.
I'm gonna give you should give her the finger.
You're just getting Control Alt Delete. So
That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool if Magnolia Pictures in our MSNBC said, "We're gonna give you, I don't know, $100 to cut a couple of people up in the movie." Now, why you want me to do that? It's good publicity, man. You be safe.
$100 now. You know how much
We're only
money
gonna
they
stab
spend
you
on
in the arm.
publicity.
You
They
like
just
money,
spent-
don't you?
They spent 20% of their budget just to this one dude. That man, here is $50,000. You just got don't kill him, just injure him, like stab him in the leg or something like
Stab
that.
him in the ass.
Because it was
The
was
arm.
mysterious.
It
What's the?
It was like their arm. Or
There you go.
something
Stab
like
them somewhere they're not going to die,
You know
so you'll
what?
have an assault charge or whatever. You'll pay your fees or whatever. You'll have a half a year you have to deal with. That's worth $50,000, isn't it?
I'm gonna call bullshit on this. I'm gonna make a conspiracy theory right now.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna say that they actually, because I find it mighty mysterious that they
They
went in
didn't catch the
and
guy
they, no,
either.
well, they didn't catch the guy. Maybe did they not?
Oh, they didn't catch the guy?
No.
Is that what
Okay,
they're doing?
I don't know if they did or not. Are you sure about that?
I don't think so. From when I read it, they hadn't caught.
Well,
the
then
guy.
maybe these
It
guys
could be
stabbed
friends.
themselves.
See, no. It could be 3 guys that are friends set it up where But then they went to the hospital.
It's a jackass stunt.
See, I'm gonna think that they hired some guy and they did like you said, man. When you go in there, don't go crazy. Just scrape him across the
Don't
arm.
go crazy. Just
Can I tell you
stab
guys
two
something? I did it. It was me.
You don't have any arms.
I was bored. Hey, I got an input thing right there. I put something in there.
Oh, you've got
Cut
the
up some
optional
people.
They
I
cut
Microsoft.
stab them with my
optional
ass.
Mac
My robot
Microsoft.
ass. That's how I get
Stiletto
it.
it was you.
attachment.
Yeah, we're so sure it was you.
You
no,
suckers.
I think that they actually did that, and I think they went in because it had been a real crazy person. They would have stabbed him in the ass. They would have went for the throat.
Yeah.
This
It
is
was
a,
dark in the theater. He couldn't see where he was hitting.
it was a setup, man. You ain't fooling nobody. It's a signal. The setup is what this bullshit is.
Did you hear about that theater? They're playing Semipro, and a bunch of people just broke out and started playing basketball.
Were they-
Wow, is it really that
Were-
that
were they- were
powerful?
they
of
black?
effect?
All that black crime.
No, because that happens in every theater. You
Yeah,
see
exactly.
Black
Co-host.
audience.
Yeah, and every that's what black people do.
Well, I saw the
They-
other
they go to
Berlin
the movie
girl,
with
man. This
basketball?
guy made the most amazing shot. You would not
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
it.
Black people they just erupt playing basketball anywhere. If a
How do you
movie,
think the Harlem Globetrotters came
yeah,
about?
yeah.
What?
That was
That's
so
racist.
fucking lame.
How dare you?
Joking.
Eat
What the
it.
hell?
No, in a
I'm
movie,
Talking
Kidding.
about black people like that?
He was.
if you go to a movie where people play basketball and black people that they pull out a basketball out of their pocket and just start playing, that's what happens.
Oh, shoot some hoops.
Yeah,
Nothing
exactly.
wrong with that.
Yeah, so
You hear me, Edie? There's nothing wrong with that.
in the signal, somebody stabbed somebody, and semi-pro people just busted out playing basketball. Swish.
It's a white audience, and anybody starts cooking barbecue. Shit, we break that shit out right there. We're like, oh yeah, hell yeah.
All
Some
right,
ribs.
so it's coming up on an hour. It's 11:50 here at night.
I want to say when
What do you want?
Who else? do
I
you
want
wanna
an
kiss
ass
after?
baby shirt.
You what from the co-host?
Yeah.
Why are you
I
even?
do because I think that would be cool.
You want one of those shirts? I'll make you one. You got a white shirt at home?
Yeah, will
You
you
send
draw,
that to me and
will
I'll
you
draw you
an
something
Ass
on it.
Baby shirt for me?
I'll draw something.
Why are you even provoking him to do?
I
to
wanted
do
an
more?
Ass Baby shirt.
All right, you'll get one, Edie.
I'm
I'll
one of the
get you one.
proponents of an Ass Baby shirt. I think you need to make one.
It sounds like some weird syndrome, doesn't it? Ass baby shirt
Ass baby syndrome, like Asperger's syndrome.
Yeah, exactly.
So I got 2 orders. I got
orders,
an
one
order
for me.
for you, and I got another order from Bess. Bessie wants one.
Bessie
too.
wants one too.
So all right,
yeah.
it's 2
That's
orders.
my
And
girl,
that's
Bessie.
let's see,
Two orders for
2 orders. That's a shirt. That's $5. All right, it's gonna be what 120 bucks for you. How's that?
150 signed.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
That's
Is it gonna
right.
be
That's a
signed?
good idea. 150 signed too. Yeah.
There you go.
like that?
150 signed Ass Baby shirts.
So you
Make
go back
one
home.
and then I'll go and
Even
Yeah,
more.
you go back home. You tell all 100 of your family that live in that house with you. That
Even-
I got shirts
Yeah.
for sale.
Okay, shut up. Even more if he wipes his ass baby with it. 'Cause so,
What do you think he's
Diaper
going to
shade.
use?
That's
for
a horrible
ink?
joke.
ain't that a
Hey,
fuck?
no, you can make diapers out of them.
Ain't that a
Ass baby
fucked up
diapers.
disease, Asperger's syndrome?
I don't know, but sure is a funny sounding one.
It is. Before we go out, I just got to tell you this quick story. I went to talk to a class about art.
They let you.
They let me into the classroom, believe it or not. And I'm
Invited
talking,
even.
And I'm talking to these kids, and these kids, they're talking, they're saying, they're geniuses. They're talking about, one kid is like, I have an idea for a game. It involves dragons and monsters. And I'm like, oh, this kid's going to do the next World of Warcraft. And I talked to another girl. She's like, I have a girl version of that. I like to draw unicorns and elves. And they're all like, they're all kind of moving funny. And they're all kind of looking crazy. And
The other one's like, Cyrus told me my website was no good.
yeah, exactly. One of them crying. I am so sorry. But so these kids, I'm thinking, man, these kids are so smart and they're so genius that they're just socially awkward. And so when it was over with, I went to the teacher and I said, that was really cool. Thank you for inviting me to this class. I'm surprised that you wanted me to come to a class full of genius kids like this. And she's like, genius kids? She's like, sweetheart, these kids have Asperger's syndrome. Half those kids can't even tie their shoes.
And you were like, sorry. I thought you were kidding. I was hungry there for a minute. I'm thinking Asperger with cheese. Thank you very much.
So does this mean Carlisle's an Asperger baby, or you got Asperger syndrome?
I wonder sometimes. I was like, it was like
Yeah, in France, it's a Royale with cheese syndrome.
no,
I don't get that.
Sorry.
it was like the Usual Suspects. I replayed everything in my mind,
Right.
And I was like, oh, no wonder that kid was like drooling from the mouth. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no wonder that kid shit on himself over there. I thought they were just smart.
I'm used to that hanging around with Cyrus and
Well,
Carlisle.
next to you, Corey, they probably did look like geniuses.
turns out I was
you know?
no, because I was one of them. I'm in the A class. How you doing? We're gonna draw pictures.
But you know what? Don't give them a hard time because you know what? They might come up with the next idea. They might not be able to actually do it, but they can come up with the idea and someone else will do
Edie,
it for them.
no, it's not gonna happen. If you see these kids, as much as I would love
Edie
for
may
them.
end up dating one of them. For all I know.
You know what? You guys need to be nice to me. I'm a delicate flower in the garden of life.
Hey, let's find
I
out how
don't like
delicate
flowers.
you are.
I know.
I've yet to find a woman yet who didn't think that exact same thing about
Exactly.
herself.
When I get a hold of your flower, it's gonna be nice and rough.
It's going to be a pistol in your stamen, is all I'm saying.
Anyway, this has been a couple of cold ones with pretty much everybody, and I don't know if Carlisle's going to be.
Cyrus and the cleaning crew.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if Carlisle's going to be back next week, but we'll see how this one goes. And if people want you back, that's fine. If you,
Let me just say, just so there's no confusion, Carl's not gone from the site, so don't freak out. He's just on break.
exactly,
He's,
yeah.
he's in Minnesota or something.
Would
He's
you?
suspended?
And depending on how this worked out, we might need to make some adjustments. But I don't know if the invitation is always open to any of you to come and do this if you'd like. I mean, I'm not. It's not exclusive between Carlisle
He
and
just
I.
wants more beer.
Yeah,
No, I'm just
exactly.
There better
No,
be more keg here
kidding.
next time. What the
Yeah,
hell
no,
is this?
no. Him and I did this because it was just late at night. And he said, "Hey, you and I should just record something at 2 a.m. since we're up." And I was like, "Okay, why not?" So that's how we
Well,
started
see,
doing
now
it.
that we're in the basement, it would be easier because, you know,
Yeah, no, pretty much
more
have to.
room here.
Hey, how come he gets to go on vacation and I can't?
Where you gonna
Your
go?
whole life is a vacation.
Don't you worry about where I go.
No, I was
You-
like,
you're
what do
like-
you need a
yeah.
vacation
You don't know what
from?
happens after hours here.
You sit on your ass.
Draw pictures.
Other than
Don't
sitting
you worry
through
about
Step
my
Up
picture.
2, what
you
is
still
your
want
job?
one of those T-shirts?
I'm gonna put
You
it-
set your trap.
I said I'm going to put some tamales in you. They'll be ready in the morning for us to eat them.
Oh, why do you got to bring up tamales?
I know, why you
That's
gotta be
racism.
racist? Yeah,
how,
Edie.
how
he
dare
said
you?
he was going to be a pressure cooker.
How dare you do that to your people?
See, like,
All right,
I've been
Husha.
drinking too much of this beer.
You've had one.
Half.
Are you drunk?
You've had even half a beer. You
Hey
drunk
guys,
already?
we could have some fun with her if you get my
yeah,
drift.
yeah. Give her another one.
It's a strong
Have
beer. I don't know
another.
what kind of beer this is. It's making me a little lightheaded.
Lightheaded,
I don't
huh?
know. What did you put in this beer?
I know. We.
Asperger.
I need,
some of
go,
my-
I need to get out of
Some
here
know.
now.
coolant in there.
It's like, how do you feel, Edie? Edie, 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 Edie.
You like wet.
I know. I'm a lightweight. I'm sorry. I can't.
She hasn't even drank half of it. Look at that thing. It's half if you count all the way to the top of the
The
neck.
neck don't count.
I know. It's co-host is right. It's like at the end of. I mean, it's like that part in Training Day. It's like, damn, Edie, I know you like to get wet.
I know, right? It's all,
No, it's
Whoa.
really pathetic. I am such
you
a
feeling
lightweight. I am
okay,
drinking-
Edie?
Yeah, Edie's like looking at us. She's like Ethan Hawke, and she's like, what did you do to me?
Don't I look like Johnny Depp, Edie?
This is backcountry.
No, it's pathetic.
Okay,
I am a
y'all.
lightweight.
This has been a couple of cold ones. We gotta go.
I'll
Edie.
be safe. I promise. I promise I'll be safe.
Edie,
Help me.
P-Dog, PCP.
Touch my taco.
Rub my head.
Are you
Oh, yeah. Okay, whatever. I'm fine.